Control is what you don't have in your life, but you try to seek in other places. More specifically, with card controls. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys a card control that you could use to control a card. Because we all know that you couldn't control that enough to stay in your life, so might as well learn how to control a playing card. Why not start your year off good with the PigCake Magic Academy? This is a list of all the lessons and tutorials that you get access to the moment you sign up. That's right, all of these. Card controls, moves, sleights, coins, mentalism. Everything is there presented to you for the low price of one single White Claw a month. Maybe 2 White Claws a month if you join the Mentalism Academy, but that's still relatively cheap. Everyone that's joined gives rave reviews, so why don't you join today and also give a rave review. As a matter of fact, if you are a member of the PigCake Magic Academy, you could leave a testimonial down below to let the others know that you should join as well. So go ahead and bend the knee, join the PigCake Magic Academy. So here's the card control. If you're not familiar with this term, it's exactly what it sounds like. A card is controlled anywhere you want in the deck. Let's say the participant happens to select, I don't know, the 3 of diamonds right there. Well, that card happens to be lost somewhere in the middle of the deck, never to be seen again. That's a lie. It's on top. Now, this control makes use of one of my favorite things in the planet, which is, that's right, whale cum. The reverse spread. The reverse spread is the secret of this. It's exactly what it sounds like. We really don't put a lot of effort when it comes to naming our moves, and this one uses the reverse spread, which is exactly what it sounds like. Instead of normally spreading the cards, we're just reverse spreading them. We're spreading them backwards. So for this, you're going to have a card selected and you're going to show them the card in this way. Now notice what's happening is that while they're looking at this card, I'm going to carry out the main move with my right hand. However, while the participant is looking at the card, I'm going to put pressure with my thumb and I'm going to reverse the spread. So I'm going to push my thumb to the left and pull the other cards to the right. So normally the cards are going in this direction. However, while the participant is looking at the card, I'm going to square the cards up with my fingers and I'm going to use my thumb to push the cards off to the left. This is very easily done, again, as the participant happens to look at their card. Look at that. I already did it and you couldn't even tell. Now, if the cards were normally spread and you were to carry out the actions of this control, this is what it would look like. That's how it would look like. And it would be a little bit obvious that you've pushed that card to the top of the deck. However, because you are reverse spreading the cards, what happens here is that, look, that card almost acts as a guide for the rest of the cards to push it to the top of the deck. It's almost guiding it, saying, hey, go, please, we want you to be on top of the deck. It's okay to look that way. Girls will still like you. And it's the exact same thing with this particular control. All we're going to do is we're reverse spreading the cards. And when we square up the cards, we're going to square both at the same time. However, I'm coming in with my right-handed half, and I'm just going to press it against this 8 of diamonds. So as I square that card up with the deck, what's happening here is that card is going directly on top of the deck. However, because of the mess of the cards in the front, it just looks like that card is being lost in the spread. Really, that card is already on top of the deck, baby. So you can see what's happening here. That's pretty much all that's taking place with this particular control. You can see that even from the side, it looks really good. It just looks like that card is being lost in the middle of the deck. And what's good about this control is that you could repeat it multiple times and control many cards to the top of the deck. So that would be 1. Let's say another participant happens to touch one. They squared up. Guess what? Now I have both cards controlled to the top of the deck. I have another dirty, disgusting participant touch another card. And guess what? That gets controlled to the top of the deck. So now I have 3 cards controlled to the top. You can keep doing it until all the cards are selected and every card is under your control, which is ultimately our wet dream. Now the action that we're trying to simulate is as if we're showing a participant the card and then squaring up the cards like this. That's what we're trying to copy. However, we're cheating. And of course, the cheat is the reverse spread that just makes it look like the card is being squared up. Really, it's on top. This is one of those experimental controls where you're going to have to play around with how it best suits your needs. So if it suits your needs by having the cards be a little bit messed up in your right hand, well, by all means, go ahead and do that. You could also play around with squaring the card up with the deck as you are bringing the right-handed half below it, you could play around with different aspects of the move to make it something that you're comfortable performing with. However, I like it because it's very direct. It just happens. You just have them look at a card. You go, please don't forget it, because then if you forget it, then it's going to be very awkward for the rest of the trick, right? And it's done. Card magic, my friends, it's what makes us repulsive to women. Unless you're a female magician, I don't know how that works. If you're a female magician, does this turn you on? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm sure this is doing it for you. I'm sure that could do it for you too, right? How about one of these? Whoa, the card is floating. The card is floating. Is that doing it for you? I guess some advice at the end of the video. I remember this thing right here, right? Everybody used to do this in middle school, where you put a little bit of gas in your hand, you'd light the gas, and then you have a fireball. I remember there was a kid that went over to my house only to show me this particular move. But he was kind of like what we called a ganguerito, which is kind of like a gangly kid. Not gangly, but like a gang kid. Like he's for the streets. So we didn't let him inside the house. So I just had him show me this in the porch, and then I had him leave. But I still remembered it years later. And it's one of my favorite things to do, to impress no one, just myself. Let me see if I could get a good fireball going here. You got to close your fist up as if you're grabbing your penis. And, well, there you go. There you go.
I see you again. When 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 I see you again.